You know, he really won the fight.
Nina, commiserations. It's in a way probably the worst way to lose after what happened, obviously, with the announcement.
Yeah, I mean, I've got no words really. I thought I was comfortable in there. I was countering her jab with 3-4 shots. She made me land in a jab, but I don't see how you can win a fight just landing a jab when you're getting hit with 3-4 shots every time. Yeah, no words. And then the way it was announced, the ring announcer obviously thought I won. That's why he looked at the scorecards and announced it that way. Then to have it overturned, yeah. What
was going through your mind? Obviously, they declared you winning. You're celebrating. You're on top of the world. And then they've called you back. What was going through your mind when they actually called you back? Did you know then that something's up and they're going to obviously...
As soon as they called me back, I thought, what's going on? And then they started announcing the scores again, and I thought, they're taking this away from me. I just know it. And we didn't even actually know what was going on. They just pulled you again and started announcing the scores again. I thought they can only be trying to change it. But
It's bullshit. So, listen, we've got all the respect in the world for Shanika and her team. Like they've been good all the way through, but that's bullshit. We've been brought over here. We've been set up from day dot. We asked for neutral judging. First of all, it was all from New Zealand for Shanika. We're the champion. Then all of a sudden, it was all from Australia. Then we get told there's no drug testing. We've had to say we're going to pull out if there's no drug testing. It should be mandatory for all world title fights. Everyone knows what's been going on in the sport. Then we get 3 people after say should have changed it. 3 people, the WBA, Ludabella, someone else, all saying to us, you should have kept the original judges. What, that makes a difference? Do you know what I'm saying? Well, like, it makes a difference. Like, that gives you the right to rob us. That girl has been blatantly robbed tonight, and to do it like that as well.
I don't know what that Japanese ref, like 98 to
8
92.
rounds to 2. Like anyone who's got a pair of eyes and a pair of goggles, or do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Like to score that 8 rounds to 2 is a blatant robbery. Blatant.
Everyone thought that was actually very wide. Talk us about obviously the fight. Did you feel like there was a bit of catching up to do? Did you feel like the early rounds, or did you feel like in control for the whole fight?
I thought I won the early rounds. Like I thought, if anything, she won a few of the later ones. Like she was coming forward and she's catching, like she's throwing a jab, and I'm hitting her with 4 or 5 shots. So yeah, I thought I was in control. But
listen, we feel like from day dot. We said it from day one. This was the problem with coming to Australia. And you're killing Australian boxing by doing things like this. It was all set up for Shanika. She's got a massive profile, she's got a massive following. It's all set up for her to go and unify against Yoshida because Ludabella's got Yoshida. That's what it's about. We've got a rematch clause. I guarantee it don't get activated. Do you know what I mean? We're activated.
Well,
you know what I mean? But they'll go and do that. They'll go and do the mandatory, and then they'll go and fight Yoshida. Listen, this is bullshit. What's happening in boxing? Do you know what I mean? Like we're the most respectful people. We've been humble. We're humble. We've been nice to everyone. Everyone's treated us good. But we just feel like this is bullshit. It shouldn't matter what country, it goes on too much. Do you know what I mean? That's a blatant robbery. The girl won the fight clearly. There's not a personal. I don't think there's a person on social media that's give Shanika the fight. You've only got to look at their team and Shanika after the fight. They're not even celebrating after the fight. Do you know what I mean? She's coming to her dressing room. What was her answer? I'm sorry, like, I'm not the judge. That tells you everything you need to know.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
You say there is a rematch clause. I mean, where?
But the
when
problem is,
and where?
it's,
I mean, obviously, you don't want to come
W-
back to Australia by the sounds of it.
But listen,
we
we
hope
go
that you
wherever
would.
it is. Like, listen, this is
the rematch has to happen.
It has to happen. It's a blatant robbery.
Right.
Like, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it's just like I said. I feel like we've been set up. Like we've got 3 or 4. The WBA man's been with us for the last few days, sort of on our side. And the next thing, he's from New Zealand. I'm like, what did you think? And he's like, oh, I can't really. I don't know. Like, you know full well she won. Like we've got. How many people from Australia coming out and saying, oh, it's bullshit, it's a blatant robbery, you know what I mean? Excuse my French, but it's not. If it was close, and we're in Australia, I'd say, do you know what I mean? Fair enough, listen, she made the decision, but it was, oh, wow, I told her to slow down the first few rounds, she was throwing too many shots. I didn't want her to blow out, do you know what I mean?
You obviously, again, feel very strongly about this. I mean, what's the process from
She lost that fight.
now?
Shanika knows it, a team that, listen, I've got massive respect for the team, and Shanika, I've got nothing bad to say about them, yeah? They've been good, they ain't been disrespectful, but they know, do you know what I mean? They knew then, and they knew after. Like I said, for a fighter to come after and go, look, I'm sorry, I'm not the judge. Not like, you could see it if they didn't even, listen, when she won, did you see anyone complaining? No.
Yeah,
There was a lot of confusion in there, though.
Confusion
But
after.
when they announced
it, did you see that they knew it's a blatant robbery like that? Shanika's come in and stood there and said, "I'm sorry, I'm not the judges."
Are you and your team going to put in a protest over this decision?
100% we're going to protest it. Let's see if Lou's a man of his word and does a rematch and shows that we ain't been set up. Let's see that. Do you know what I mean? Listen, like I said, we're humble people, we're respectful. Do you know what I mean? Listen, there's a lot of things going on like this week. Like I said, all we wanted was to be treated fairly. Drug testing, which will be mandatory for any world title fight, no matter where you are. I think everyone will agree on that. Do you know what I mean? Should be drug testing. Neutral judges. We had a British referee and judge here. He wasn't even on the panel. Come on, that tells you everything. Do you know what I mean? But regardless of all that, she won that fight. There's not a person on social media. We go through social media. Everyone will have a look at your phones. Everyone's saying bullshit, 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 robbery. Everyone.
Yeah.
The only people that are saying it is like OnlyFans people. Do you know what I mean? Like two or three. It's as simple as that. Like I said, Shanika's. I don't want to keep going on it. Shanika's team know they lost. And like I said, we've got massive respect for them. Nothing, it's not their fault, they're not the judges, but they know they lost.
You mentioned the drug testing, she just said that she was actually drug tested up.
Yeah, because we've been demanding it all week, it weren't going to happen. Let's be honest, let's everyone be honest, like, it wasn't even happening. Apparently it's the Australian Commission don't sanction it, but the WBA said it's a mandatory for them. And we said, we're not fighting if there's no drug testing. It should be an even playing field. So basically, we was told there's no drug testing.
Yep.
So you're opening up the gate for someone to go and do something. You're telling them not going to be tested. What's that all about? That's bullshit. Drug testing should be mandatory. It should be mandatory, full stop. Do you know what I mean?
But it's not in most of the world. I mean, I agree with you, but it's
I'm
not in most
I'm
of the
saying it's a
world.
dangerous
I
medicine.
think
gotta
I
be-
think
we
this is
gotta
they
be-
didn't drug
we gotta
test
be
her.
better than
Listen, this is a
most of the
single
world.
mum
You
with
gotta
two
be
little
better than
boys.
most of
This
the
is a
world.
single mum with two little boys who's 41 years old, who's fought her heart out for that bill.
And there was
She
no
worked her
drug
bollocks
testing
off,
for
yeah?
this fight.
And we
There
put
was
our
none.
trust in this man, and we
And we
put our
pushed
trust
it.
in everyone else, and I feel like we've been fucked over.
And you gotta be bigger and better than most of the world.
Yeah, it's
Okay, there's no drug testing in most of the world.
When we were able to rectify it, we rectified it, and that's all.
But then I've been
That's
told by
true.
3 people today,
That's
the WBA, I've been told by you, Lou, with all respect, I've got, listen, I'm not having a go, it is what it is. And another person, yeah, and they're all saying to us, well, you should have kept the Australian. Why?
Because
should
there
I
were
keep
better
the-
judges. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm saying
Because they're
that.
better
Because there were better
judges.
judges.
Oh, right.
That happens to be a fact. The judge with the fucked up score was the neutral judge, one of the
So that
neutral
makes it
judges,
all- yeah,
that
so
was
that makes-
demanded.
so makes it-
That score, there was no way in the world
So that makes
either
it all
girl.
right.
No, I agree.
That was
no
not
way,
an eight,
either way.
no way in the world that was an 8-2 fight. And
But is it understandable why we would not want 3 Australian judges? Is that
And an Australian
understandable?
referee.
of course it is, but when
And originally, I believe that we had
And
3
you know
New
what? No,
Zealand
no,
judges.
and the WBA
We had
man said
3
to
New
me,
Zealand
you should have
judges,
kept
and
the
then
4
they
New
swapped it to
Zealand
3
judges. I said,
Australian
I never
judges.
changed the. We never asked it. We didn't even know anything about it till we
Any
did.
more questions?
Yeah.
Press conference.
And we look forward to a rematch, and thanks for your time.
You look forward to the rematch. So do we. Thank you. You do as well.
Yeah.
Thank, and who wants the rematch?
Oh, we all
Who
do.
thought Nina won? Who thought Nina won? Let's be honest. Come on, let's be honest. If, listen,
Rematch.
Australia.
Rematch.
Rematch. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what we need.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for your time.